What's going on, y'all? So we are here with a very special video today. First off, it's Christmas, right? So Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all have a good day and a good end of the year, I guess, right? Today we are using a team built by somebody who is not myself, using a team built by a good friend, Yeetawheat. I forget where I know Yeetawheat from. I mean, we're in the Pokemon community, so we know each other that way, right? But like, we might have been on like a team together in the past or seen each other at regionals. I don't know. But the point is, regionals, Yeetawheat is a homie, and he sent me this very interesting looking Venonat team for Regulation F. So if you guys remember, we had built a Venonat team with our friend Ultra back in either Reg D or Reg C. I thought it was pretty, it was able to do stuff. Like it definitely put in the work, right? And it was really interesting. So in this case, we have some very interesting tech going on with Power Lens Venonat. So this is going to be interesting because like Venonat does have a little bulk on it, right? Like you can survive some hits even without running Eviolite, but like I do think that's going to hamper its viability to some degree, right? So we're going to ultimately have to see what happens with that. But it has Sleep Powder, Acid Spray, Sunny Day, Rage Powder. So it can set up the Sunny Day itself. Big surprise, my guy. And that can be good for like resetting the weather. If your opponent, tries to like hard swap rain or something, right? But we also have Acid Spray to go pairing with the Heat Wave or whatever we lock into, right? So you can use Acid Spray to offset your overheat lowerings. You can use Acid Spray to offset not doing enough damage, my guy. Like, so yeah, Venonat is a really interesting pick. There's obviously other Pokemon that have Acid Spray, but they're not Venonat. Like, Venonat's fun. He's a silly little guy. And it is slower than Torkoal and Trick Room with the Power Lens, so that's one of the big things about running it. The thing is, it takes a lot of setting up to make Venonat on the field at the same time as Torkoal, if that makes sense, because like if you start Venonat Indeedee and click like Rage Powder Trick Room, Venonat's probably gonna die, and then you just have Indeedee Torkoal, which is kind of fine, but like it is what it is. If you start Indeedee Hatterene, right, you can click like Follow Me Trick Room, bring out Venonat, and then click Acid Spray E-Force or something like that, right? But you could also just bring out Torkoal, and then like maybe if Hatterene dies, then you bring out Venonat, right? So like I don't exactly see how easy it's going to be to get Venonat and Torkoal on the field at the same time freely, because you do have to deal with like setting Trick Room up in the first place. But we've got fun things to do. We have the Iron Crown with booster energy. I'm assuming we'll see what it is, right? I mean, I technically have the Poke Paste, but it might be speed. You never know. But thank you so much to Yeetawheat for sending the team in to me. You guys can also send your teams in. Don't forget, I do accept teams. And yeah, I enjoy using other people's teams. I mean, I don't guarantee that I'll do well with them because, like, ultimately, it takes me quite some adjustment to use a team that I didn't build myself. But I could have probably practiced with it too. Like, I like just jumping into it again. Like, that's who I am. All right. Ooh, we've got some sauce. Whole lot of sauce, whole lot of loss. I'm thinking we go Indeedee, this guy, And then we go... I mean... we do have this. So, like, what I'm thinking here is... if we just Terra fighting our Iron Johnny, we can technically deal with Heatran. If I really need to, I will Specs Earth Power it, you know what I mean? It's not like it's not a very warm prospect, you know? I don't like the idea of doing it. But I could, right? So I do think our opponent started a really good lead here, because if they do perchance the ability for some reason, my guy, to KO and DD with one hit, that means that we actually do need to Terra Ososcara the oh, but it's a Fairy Terra, so we just kind of have to go for it. I'm gonna click Follow Me, and I'm gonna click Trick Room. I mean, to be honest, we should have the bulk to live a hit from Heatran, but like... yeah, especially if they do that. So in this case, I do have to click Follow Me, and I'm just going to click Expanding Force. So sorry, I've gotten comments saying that I don't always do enough commentary in the middle of the video. Because I get so into it, my guy. You never know how into it you're gonna get, right? Ooh, that was a hit. That was definitely a hit. So, the thing that I'm thinking here is, because I would assume, yeah, this is actually fast, we need to bring out Torkoal, and we need to click Earth Power and Expanding the Force. We actually could lose this one if we don't do enough damage into Walking Wake here. So, at risk of, you know, not wanting to lose, right, I might just go for the Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam and go for the Earth Power right now. The one way they get out of this is obviously if they Terra, right? Like, if you just Terra Sweep, like, you know, it's really not that hard of a play to make. Alternatively, they could Terra the Heatran. I don't know if it would get them out of this, but it might. They're not going to Terra. Okay. So, I mean, we are on casual ladder. Like, you always have to remember that. Like, Reg F hasn't actually started yet. So, this person's kind of just letting us do what we want. And they also have an Arceus, so, like... Can't forget that part of it. Uh-oh, here it is. Can I beat Arceus, my guy? I'm locked into Choice Specs Earth Power. And I have to click Expanding Force. I mean, technically there is ways I could lose this, right? But, like, I just don't see it happening. Yeah, GG's. So what would have been the conditions to lose? Like, it would have been... they have a really, really fast Arceus for some reason. They kill... they live, they kill Hatterene, and then I bring out... what's-his-face, but, like, the spread damage they have can just do too much, I guess? Like, I don't know. So, either way, like, we won. We didn't need Venonat. I technically could have used Venonat as my Rage Powder user, but it would have incentivized them more to click Heatwave, which, if they had clicked Heatwave on turn 1, that would have actually made a difference. So, jeez. Should we use Venonat? Should we Venonat them again? Yeah, I'm gonna lead Venonat, and I could actually lead Flutter if we're being honest. I like leading Flutter because the only thing it's bad into is Garchomp, and we have Bulk, right? So, like, technically I should be able to do this and then just bring these two in the back. The one way this goes poorly is if they lead Rayquaza and then they just one-shot me with E-Speed, right? Like, I don't know if they'll be able to do that. I didn't actually check my spreads, my guy, but, like, you know, if anything, we'll just swiftly dumpster them. We'll swiftly dumpster them with Trick Room and then clicking Acid Spray. It looks like they're not even, they might have timed out, if we're being honest, so. Yep. So this is actually the one lead that I didn't want to start. That I didn't want to start Flutter for, but it should be fine. I'm gonna click Trick Room and Rage Powder. They should click like Earthquake though, or like Rock Slide. But look at that bulk, my guy. Look at that bulk, my guy. Good job, Venonat. Little Jingle Ball boy. Nice. We set Trick Room and we do the thing. So who should I Terra here is the real question. Let's light those candles, my guy. It ain't Christmas without no Christmas candles. Because the only way to get out of it is to Terra, you know, like... If you Terra into freaking Steel, my guy, you just lose, like... Oh, and they're also locked into Outrage, so they can't Terra, so... Even better. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll... Ooh, look at that damage. Look at that not very effective damage. But, again, casual ladder, so... I will remember to change the music for this next one. And we'll use Venonat no matter what, so... You know, we've got 2 wins. You never know, we might face a try-hard team next, so... I think this person's like... I mean, they're probably playing, actually, I would like to say, but like... There's the possibility that they're not. We should just swiftly dumpster them, though. with Dazzling Gleam and Eruption. But like, if we pay attention to how long it's communicating, okay, so they are actually clicking buttons, which is good. Goodbye. Bro, the choice specs Torkoal. It just does too much. And we lived that outrage too, you know, it was impressive. Very impressive, so you gotta give props to the boy. Venonat is a good little puffball. Puffball Jingle Ball again. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we've got a good team. We've got a good team. So, like, what's gonna be the problem about this? The problem is that I can't really, like, stop them from stopping me, from stopping you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if anything, I can... leave like this with, I mean, technically we want to be saucy, right? So like we could lead this, but that doesn't give us, alright, alright, you know what, we're just gonna play 4 matches. I should have probably brought Fluter. So not bringing Flutter will probably lose me this. If I, well, I mean, getting Trick Room is going to be really hard here anyways, right? So, like, I'm really considering just clicking Dazzling Gleam on turn 1. We start Whims and Superior, okay. I mean... Whims does technically have the ability to stop Trick Room, but... that sucks, my guy. Alright, so I'm just going to click E-Force, and I am going to Psychic the Whims. Yeah, I'd probably quit too, so GG's. Yeah, it's like, you didn't even try to stop Trick Room, my guy, but you really didn't try. And like, just because you missed the Leaf Storm, like, you're not going to win even if you hit the Leaf Storm, my guy. Like, so... yeah, we definitely have to play a 4th match. Dang it, you guys didn't remind me. What up, Chris? We just had Christopher in here. So very similar team from our good friend Chris here, little suspect here. Freaking Christopher drops out. Now we got a fresh new Chris with a freaking superior team. Like, what you gonna do, my game? We do have to start in DD though, and I think I do like starting this as well. We technically might get more out of starting Fluter, but no, I like starting this. So let's start this. Let's bring this, Yeah. Yeah. No. There you go. We did it. We did it. So there is the possibility that they have Trick Room. We'll start Go Lurkus and Squirkus. So I don't really see what they can do about this. Like, I am just gonna click Follow Me in Trick Room. And then I'm probably gonna Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Shadow Punch. A little Shadow Punch for you. Big Punch, little Punch. So we click Follow Me again. We click Terra Dazzling Gleam. And, like, we do want them to knock out Indeedee, remember that, you know, like, but the Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam is gonna, like, accelerate the game enough that we'll win this, right? If we need to, we can expand to D's. But they'll go for Reflect. I don't know what they're gonna do here, like, click High Horsepower, maybe. Earthquake. Okay. That does kind of suck a little. There you go, my guy. Forgot about that, did you? So there is a possibility that Indeedee will be slower than Golurk. Yeah, exactly. So this could go poorly, but we both live, fortunately. He lives too, though, which is kind of bad for me. So I'm going to click Psychic. I'm going to click Expanding Force. I do think we have enough pressure to get out of this, right? But technically Superior can get around Rage Powder, but it isn't good against Acid Spray, which is good. Ooh, the Source. I think if anyone's gonna have a Sash, it's Superior, so, like, I'm just gonna Psychic the Superior, right? The thing about Florges is that Florges has enough special defense to get out of this, right? But yeah, that's fine. Like, more than anything, I just need them to be, like, kind of fast, and, like, there is a possibility... What? What just happened? What? Guys, what is happening right now? Someone please explain this to me. We might lose. What just happened? Freaking unreal, my guy, like... Alright, I'm gonna make one bad play. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make one bad play. We lose. We have a fully special team. There's no way we could have gotten around this without having the initial damage that we needed, right? So, like... They had to have bright powder. They had to have bright powder, Florges, which is weird. But, or I mean not Florges, freaking Sarperior. But, like, obviously it got them out of this, because if we had just landed literally any of those E-Forces or Psychics, we probably would have just one-shot the Sarperior, so... Interesting game, of course. You know, it made me want to play another one. I couldn't end it that way, of course. But, I don't think this team's gonna be much easier, right? So... if I can do anything, I can lead Indeedee and this guy. And then I can bring... the Fairy Terra is really, like, not helping. Because I can't get out of, like, Monkey Dory, like, even. Which is a weird Pokemon to have problems with, but we are. And then I'd like to just bring Venonat, but, like... I guess technically I could have brought out Venonat, like, if I was still in Trick Room and then Sleep Powdered my opponent. I guess... I guess if I did get Trick Room up, I could have started Torkoal, right? But... I don't know. I feel like I'm just not even gonna go for Trick Room here. Yeah, that's fine. Hmm. This is interesting. I highly doubt this is gonna KO. Nice. Okay, so now we just click follow me, E-Force. I don't quite get that. Because you're just gonna take a lot of damage. But this is what this Pokemon can do, I guess, so. They don't get a KO there. We click follow me again. We click E-Force again, so. Nice. We just stomp them. Okay, so at this point, it's pretty clear that we just click like Helping Hand, Expanding Force, right? So, you know, Helping Hand, E-Force, GG's. Alright, so, you know what, like, I mean, the team works, right? Like, the team definitely works. I know Yeetawheat said that he got to 500, top 500 on Showdown Ladder with it or something. I do think Venonat, in my opinion, feels kind of hard to use. Like, it's just positionally, it's really hard to find an instance where it's the one that's helping you set up what you need, right? Like, yes, technically, I could start Rage Powder, Venonat plus Trick Room Hatterene, but then it's like, if Venonat dies, then I just have Hatterene and Torkoal on the field, right? So it's like, it's not like Venonat's necessarily doing what the team purports it to do, or like desires it to do in some ways, but it definitely works, right? So let's just show you guys that team again really quick. Merry Christmas again. Thank you to Yeetawheat for suggesting the team. If you guys want to send me a team, you know, you've got my Discord link in the description, and yeah, you know, just have a good one, y'all. I enjoyed the team, you know, and I can definitely see how there was probably times that we could have used Venonat more, but like, there wasn't always an instance to bring it out. So, you know, mainly because we started facing weird things like the Serperior, which is actually kind of picking up because of Contrary. So it's cool stuff. And yeah, thanks again to Yeetawheat, and thank you to all of you who watch. So have a good one, y'all, and Merry Christmas again.